In our Hindu Samaj, we offer our utmost reverential respect to the Buddha as an avatar. His name is in the 24 avatar and the 10 avatar. But we don't accept his philosophy as completely valid. Arey, he is God. Why don't we accept his philosophy as valid? Sri Krishna said that Arjuna, I am the Supreme. Matta parataram nanyat. Arjuna now responds. And he says, Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan. Param means supreme, beyond whom there is nothing else. So you are the Param Brahma. You are the divine, the ultimate abode. You are the supreme purifier. Earlier on, great sages said this. Narad said it for you. Deval said it. Vyasa said it. Why is Arjuna quoting these sages? Because to determine the veracity of a spiritual truth, there must be some authoritative basis. Otherwise, anybody can say anything. Any speaker can come and make any claim. So and so is the greatest, so and so is the greatest. The question will be, why should we believe in it? So in our Vedic Sanatan Dharma, which we call Hindu Dharma, the Vedas are considered the authority. Bhutam bhavyam bhavishyancha sarvan vedat prasiddhyati. Any spiritual principle must be validated on the authority of the Vedas. This is the ultimate test. Do the Vedas say it? Now somebody says, I've got a different theory. Say, where did you get it from? This God gave to my Guruji in a private room. The credibility will become questionable. And that is why the Vedas are referenced as the authority by all the great sages who write the scriptures. Tulsidas Ji, the writer of the Hindi Ramayana, he says, Nana Purana Nigamagama Sammatam Yat Ramayane. The Ramayana I've written is not a figment of my imagination, but it is from the Nigam Agam Vyakaran Purana. Ved Vyas, when he wrote the Bhagavatam, he says, Arthoyam Brahma Sutranam Sarvopanishadam api. This Bhagavat is the import of the Brahma Sutra and the Upanishads. In fact, for the Brahma Sutra also he says, Shastra Yonitvat. This Brahma Sutra is as per the Shastras. So the authority must be there for validation, even if God comes and says something against the Vedas. We have the right to reject it. Sri Krishna doesn't do that. Sarvopanishado Gavo Dogdha Gopalanandana. This is the essence of the Upanishads. But the Buddha did it. He did not accept the Vedic authority and propagated his version of the truth. So in our Hindu Samaj, we offer our utmost reverential respect to the Buddha as an avatar. His name is in the 24 avatar and the 10 avatar. But we don't accept his philosophy as completely valid. He is God. Why don't we accept his philosophy as valid? Because it's not based on the Vedas. Why did God not base his philosophy on the Vedas? Because the situation demanded a deviation. When the Buddha came, people were misinterpreting the Vedas. They were using the Vedas to justify animal sacrifice, which was a complete aberration of the original meaning. They were so immersed in ritualistic practices, they had sidelined the purification of the Chit. So the Buddha decided if he debates with them on the real meaning of the Vedas, then Vado navalambya bahulyavakashadaniya tattvacha. Usually discussions don't reach a conclusion. People keep on insisting their perspective is right. So he just took everybody away from the Vedas. Now the misinterpretation that was happening stopped. Although what he said was a subsection of the Vedas, Satchit Paryodapanam etam buddhanushasanam. He says, cleanse your heart, that is the real essence. Ahimsa paramo dharma, which is also in the Vedas, mahisyat sarva bhutani. So that is why in this Vedic Sanatan Dharma, the validation from the Vedas is essential. But the question is that how do you know that we are interpreting the Vedas rightly? How do you understand the Vedas? Through the Guru. Now the Guru says, look, this is the truth. The Gita says it, Bhagavad says it, Ramayana says it, etc., etc. And I'm explaining it to you. I'm not creating a new truth. The truth is eternal. I am just revealing it to you. But then again, initially at least, the question can arise, how do I know my Guru's interpretation is right? So the third now metric here is all the other Gurus in history. What did Narad say? What did Vedvyas say? What did all the other Gurus say? So this becomes Guru, Shastra and Sadhu. Sadhu is all the other Gurus. So this trinity, Guru, Sadhu, Shastra, is used to validate any spiritual principle. Then it becomes acceptable as authentic. So Arjun is saying that the great sages said it. The scriptures declared it. O Shri Krishna, today you yourself are also telling me that you are the ultimate source of everything. The Shvetashvatar Upanishad says, Tam Ishvaranam Paramam Maheshwaram Tam Devatanam Paramam Cha Daivatam. Gopal Tapani Upanishad asks a question. Kuto mrityur vibheti kasya jnanena akhilam tajgyatam bhavati sarvamidam vigyatam bhavati. Who is the Paramdev? From whom does death fear? And knowing whom will you know everything that is to be known? Krishno hovai paramam daivatam govindan mrityur vibheti gopijana vallabha jnane nakhilam taj jnatam bhavati. So based on all these, Arjuna is saying you are the ultimate reality.
In a world consumed by chaos, violence, and uncertainty, we're all fighting the Mahabharata within. Fear, doubt, and inner conflict. The Bhagavad Gita is not just scripture. It's your guide through the battlefield of life. And now, that divine guidance is just a tap away. Introducing the Bhagavad Gita Krishna Bhakti app. The world's first AI-powered Bhakti app and your 24/7 spiritual companion. Whether you're a curious seeker, a devoted practitioner, a busy student or professional, or someone longing for spiritual connection from afar, this app brings bhakti into your life. Hear the Bhagavad Gita narration in multiple languages, including Spanish. Immerse yourself in the divine dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna, brought to life with soul-stirring voice and crystal-clear audio. Whether you choose Hindi, English, Tamil, Telugu, or more, let the eternal truths of the Gita reach your heart in the language you love. Anytime, anywhere. during a morning walk, a quiet commute, or before sleep. Ask your questions to the AI. Ask Swamiji chatbot, trained on Swami Mukundananda's teachings, and receive answers grounded in authentic Vedic wisdom. Immerse in guided meditations that calm the mind and awaken the soul. Spiritual challenges that strengthen your practice one day at a time. Bhajans that melt the heart in divine remembrance.
Hari Hari Bol, Bol Hari Bol.
Articles that clarify the path with timeless wisdom. And heartfelt video lectures that bring Swamiji's presence into your daily life. Experience Temple Aarti as if you were standing before the altar. The glow of diyas, the sound of conches, and the divine vibration enveloping your soul. Celebrate sacred Hindu festivals with vibrant live broadcasts featuring Vedic rituals and seva opportunities. Join retreats with Swami Mukundanand via live portal. Watch photo and video stories of satsang and retreats with Swami Mukundanand and enjoy exclusive first-look glimpses of his USA tour, city to city, only on the app, even before they appear on social media. All this streamed to your phone so you can feel the presence of God with you, anywhere, anytime. This is more than an app. It's a lifeline for your soul. Download the Bhagavad Gita Krishna Bhakti app today. Stay connected. Stay inspired. Let Bhakti blossom in your heart every day, every moment.